What's up, fight fans? This is Kurt DeVille with Counterpunch Boxing News, and I have some new news concerning Bob Arum. Bob Arum has revealed via Michael Benson that Top Rank has reserved a July 24th at the Alignment Stadium in Las Vegas for Tyson Fury versus Deontay Wilder 3. He said, "We're not paying Wilder to step aside. It's better to get rid of him. We can make Fury versus AJ for November or December." Those are the words of Bob Arum. Let me counterpunch. Here's the question you ask yourself. Don't you think it's kind of strange, because this was as of probably an hour ago? Don't you think it's kind of strange that he already had a reserved stadium for this event? And the question you ask yourself is, how long before did he know? Okay. Did he have it a month in advance, 2 months in advance? Did he do it today? You know what I mean? And it's crazy to think that he booked that fast. Because if he booked it today, right? Even if he booked it today, it would seem kind of mischief, because it's like, okay, well, why would you do that so fast? You know, because logic tells you if you booked it today, that means you anticipated on something like this happening, that you had that date on the 24th of July open. If you booked it before then, even more so. Because at that point, you're like, okay, well, you already booked a date for Wilder Fury 3. So if you booked a date with Wilder Fury 3, you knew it was a high possibility that Wilder Fury 3 would take place. Okay? It's strange, though. It's really strange that you guys, let me take you back into, on memory lane for a minute. Remember like this time about 3 years ago when Wilder and Anthony Joshua were in negotiations. Okay, and Wilder couldn't get enough of talking about Joshua. Okay, even when he got a fight booked with Tyson Fury, he went to the UK. It was Joshua, Joshua, Joshua. He couldn't get enough of it. But what ended up happening, he raised his profile. He boosted it to the point where by the time he fought Tyson Fury and had that drama show, that fight in his name attached to Anthony Joshua was so side by side that he made himself popular by comparison, by talking up Anthony Joshua. So you think Anthony Joshua, you think of Deontay Wilder. It was almost like when you see Mayweather, you think, hey, where's Manny Pacquiao? Manny Pacquiao himself, Mayweather himself, these guys have been interlocked forever, right? Until they actually fought, and we know what the outcome was. This is no different. I think what Deontay Wilder done versus what Bob Arum and Tyson Fury done, I think they did the same thing that Deontay Wilder did, but only in reverse for their own benefit. See, the idea now, once again, you're talking about Joshua scared. Joshua shit himself. Joshua, I'm going to slap him around. I'm going to knock him out. I'm going to punish this guy, right? I'm going to bash him. I'm going to do all this type stuff. I'm going to knock him out with the left hook. All of these things took place. Then all of a sudden, it comes to a screeching halt. Then Bob Arum and Frank Warren, they're prepared for it. Too convenient for this situation. Okay? And another thing you think about, Bob Arum we know Bob Arum's cheap. He's old, he's a throwback, he's a fossil, he's a legend, he is old school, okay? He's not used to updated customs with pay and things, or the way things happen now, like someone like Eddie Hearn or De La Hoya, someone younger, that would do. Bob Arum is not going to reserve shit, because that takes money. You think Bob Arum's going to reserve something like that and he doesn't know it's absolutely going to happen? No. The only reason that Bob Arum will do that is when he knows that particular event, he knew that that's necessarily going to be the case. That's why he did it. That's why it makes me think that Bob Arum and Frank Warren were going around here doing what you call the Anthony Joshua piggyback promotional campaign. It was a technique. Okay, and they played it well. If they knew they were going to fight Deontay Wilder, they told Eddie Hearn, oh, that won't be a problem. Don't worry about Deontay Wilder. And then Eddie Hearn took that shit for cash value, which I wish he shouldn't have done, which I know he wish he should have done, right? To try to get a fight happening, and the fight doesn't happen. Now he has to call a bunch of Saudis that were going to back this money, you know, and probably build a whole new stadium for this fucking fight, and that never takes place. Wow. So you mean to tell me Bob Arum is going to spend his cheap earned money, not hard earned, his cheap earned money to reserve a venue like that within an hour? Wow. Or before, because we don't know when he did it, you know, so we have to put everything out on the table. We don't know when he reserved this particular venue for this fight all of a sudden. Okay. But like he said, we're not going to pay Wilder step-aside money. It's better to get rid of him. You should have thought that shit last year. What happened to your, the contracts expired. What happened to that? You see what I mean? That's the type of this shit that worries me. And based off that, based off the strength of knowing that, what Bob Arum preached, Eddie Hearn did all this damn work. Poor Eddie. But anyway, that's my counterpunch on it, guys. So Bob Arum has reserved a July 24th date at the Allegiant Stadium in Las Vegas. I'm probably killing that word. For Tyson Fury versus Deontay Wilder 3. You guys tell me what you think about this new news. Of course, please subscribe. And you guys been counterpunching.